Hi there, this is my tutorial on how to make a Keyblade out of wood, specifically Bond of Flame. I have more tutorials like this that are for different Keyblades. You can find them, I'll link them at the end of the video. So the supplies you're going to need for this particular way that I do it is a long piece of plywood, like a 1/2 inch thick, a jigsaw, which is to cut out the Keyblade, a drill to drill holes into the Keyblade, a Dremel in case you want to do detailing, paint, primer, and brushes to brush everything on. You're also going to need some printer paper and a Sharpie. Or another permanent marker. I just use Sharpies normally. Okay, so the first step of this tutorial is to make the template for your Keyblade. So what I normally do is I go into my big screen TV and I plug my laptop in and I blow up a big picture of whatever Keyblade, in this case Bond of Flame, and I tape printer paper onto the screen, and then I trace out the Keyblade, then I cut it out, and I put it onto my wood, and then I trace out the design onto the wood. After you're done with that, you're going to go cut it out with the jigsaw, so that's the next part. You're going to want to drill holes into all the inside parts, whether it's like Bond of Flame or you're just doing a different Keyblade, because the first thing you want to do is cut out the insides so it has more stability when you're moving on to the outside. You're going to want to clamp it really securely when you're using your jigsaw. This is the one I'm using. I'm probably going to end up using a bigger blade later because I'm just using all the small blades up because they always break anyways. So, okay, that's all you have to do, this part. So I've cut out all the inside pieces and now I'm moving on to the outside. What I normally do is I cut out one side of the entire thing first and then rotate it. The Keyblade is half cut out at the moment. Just gotta do the other side now. What you want to do next is start to sand down the edges of your Keyblade. Some people actually get into doing depth with a Dremel, but I don't have a Dremel, so what I normally do is just sand down the edges with pretty gritty sandpaper. So I have a sander. If you don't have a sander, you're just going to have to do it by hand or borrow somebody's if you know somebody has them. After you're done sanding or making depth with the Dremel, I would prime it next. I just use normal white primer. Just something I had in my basement that we used for the walls and stuff. The reason you want to prime it is so that when you paint it later, the paint will stick really easily to the wood instead of you have to like do several layers, and this way you can just do like, I normally do like 2 layers with just primer, and then you can just do 1 layer of normal paint. Okay, so after you're done priming it, I would set up a little station to do the painting. What I'm going to do this time is, since the Keyblade has such like specific lines of paint, I'm going to draw them out with a pencil and ruler first on my Keyblade and then paint afterwards. The colors I have for this Keyblade are silver, red, black, this is metallic red, more silver, and white. And bring coffee because you're going to get tired of painting 2 sides of this. So I've finished painting and this is the final look. It took quite a while. This is how you would paint it if you didn't get a chance to carve it with a Dremel. Just go for a close-up here. So the final step, whenever you paint something, is to seal it in. So I used UV resistant clear gloss. Protects against harmful UV light rays, non-yellowing permanent coating, moisture resistant drags in minutes. It's acrylic coating. I just use this to lock in the paint job so nothing ages too quickly. And when you're done with that, just hang it on your wall. So I hope this tutorial was really helpful for you guys if you wanted to make the Keyblade. I have more tutorials which I'll link to here, and if you have any questions, just leave comments below and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Bye!